Friend, I got a version of this tragic story. Very tragic indeed. My heart goes for the family, but I have a version that will interest you. And as a matter of fact, you also have to look out for this kind of scenario in your own family. While I have seen a number of posts sharing the narrative of Judith and also her mom being responsible or could not be exonerated from whatever happened to this young man, I also have it to share with you that Pete Edochie and May Edochie also have questions to answer. This question will go a long way to open your eyes on the possible cause of the death of this young man. Before I give that revelation, my heart goes for the family for such a tragic incident that happened while the young man was playing football with his mates. However, my question and everyone's question is, has this kind of event happened before? Yes. We have seen a number of them while dancing, collapsed and died, while playing football, collapsed and died, while preaching. A number of people have, on the course of preaching right on the altar, also collapsed and died. And also we have a scenario of this young man, of course we know there is also in the course of playing football, collapsed. This medical doctor also slumped. I will share something with their experience. Please pause. Can we come to think about it? 80% of the families of these ones, I could remember a pastor that collapsed on the altar and died. Even the family members of the man went after the wife as being responsible for the death of the husband. So it is an unfortunate narrative we have inherited, that whenever something like this happens, we look at the surrounding story. But please, can you just permit me to show you something here that could also help you, help your children, help your loved one? The death of this young man is preventable all over the world, but the mindset we have over this, lifting this very devil that have become so powerful that even the God all of us go church to shout, fast and pray, something could be wrong. God say, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Friend, why not today see what happened to this young man, while we go ahead also to ask our elder brother Pete Edochie as a man of wisdom to tell us more what truly happened, and as well also the mother may tell us something by the close of this meeting. I will ask one question and it will go a long way to tell you what really transpired even before this time. Follow me and let me just share something interesting with you. Let me show you what could be described as the most possible cause of the death of not just only this young boy, but a number you have witnessed. In the scale of 1 to 10, I take 8. And whatever narrative you have, please get this for yourself. I'm not talking about the tragic story we have here, but we can prevent. That's where I'm coming from. We can prevent. As a matter of fact, even the worst case scenario in a time like this can also be given an answer. That I will reveal to you. What I'm to show you now is the way the heart of people, including yourself, your loved ones, we are not in the same rate. There are people that are living dead, but they are moving, covered with this flesh. If you look at this is what is called sinus reading, the normal reading of the heart. If you look at the gap in between these two, you find that they are equal. Every one of even the graph is all going up. You will not see them inverted. This is normal. A person of this play can play football, be able to do a lot of things if you put weight on this, because playing football or doing strenuous activity is a burden to the heart. You can also see a number of people also. We have this kind of heart. This very heart is what is called bradycardia. The heart rate is low. Usually when the heart rate goes below 60, it used to be that this very person is carrying a generator. But that generator is carrying is actually not so good. A little further investigation will be required to know why this heart is underperforming. You can also see the one that is racing like as if somebody is pursuing me. This is what is called tachycardia. The thing will be more than 100. That's what happens most time when the heart is under tension or under anxiety or something that is somebody that is sick. Very high fever and some other thing. He may have this. And we need to find out quickly what could be pursuing this before a waka goes somewhere. We will say we don't know what happened. On the other hand, you can now see a scenario where you have what is called atrial fibrillation. This very person is near death. As a matter of fact, if this person sleep, the tendency or sometimes the heart may not be able to work for a while and will beat again and again. They are the set of people that can sleep and suddenly die in the sleep. And when they come out, they prophesy or they tell us that it's because of one enemy or the other. After this, you will realize it's not everybody you will swear and say, if I deal with you, I tell you may do nothing, but a lot of things can do the person under this kind of scenario. And this is exactly what could happen when the heart has an overwhelming effect. It couldn't contain. It will now begin to go. It will begin to move everything jaga jaga. And by this jaga jaga, that is what is called ventricular fibrillation. And what implies is that this person is entering cardiac arrest. This person can die. And these events can happen also if there is an abnormality of the heart. That's why I maintain there are questions we need to ask the mom, because she may be able to tell us more, because this kind of abnormality in the heart could result when the baby is born either premature or there is something that is taken during pregnancy that may cause some level of abnormality to the heart. If the mom had hypertension in pregnancy called preeclampsia, or may have something like diabetes in pregnancy, they are usually associated with heart abnormality. And when this young man start growing, sometimes if you do something, he may get a little bit, you see some of them panting. I'm telling you, because we all have children. We also have people. In Clemson case, the person will not be able to meet up. That whenever pressure is given to that heart, he said the heart not being able to perform again. And if there's abnormality or something that blocked the heart, the issue of chest pain, that may be heaviness of the heart before that very person collapsed. As what happened to this very doctor, who can be among the luckiest Nigerian living, because majority of his kind that passed through this are all in the grave. And he will tell us what he did and how he came out to be among the living today. It will help. This kind of situation can also run in the families. And that's why, in Africa, we don't have family history. Only be told that that our grandfather or that our grandmother died, they say it's poison and somebody killed him. So we don't keep record of what happened on such events happening in the family lineage, either maternal or paternal. And some of these things, that's why I said that Pete Edochie also have a question to answer. He's an elder in the family, and he is called a historian also, so he may have a better family story or family history to give with respect today, so that we can work toward preventing the recurrence. We can't continue in this side of the world. Everything that happened to us has to be one enemy, one devil, one enemy, one devil. And you see those people, they tell you it's a poison, and all of them died. Is it not time for us to have analytical reasoning? Come to a point of asking question. And somebody will tell you, hey, it's an attack. That's why the person died. Come on, how long can we remain in this trash? It is time for all of us to stand, go for health check and have your ECG done. Have your ECG done. It can give information like this. And by so doing, if there be any need for intervention, that could happen. Even when the person collapses, we will not gather them like they gather this person until the person dies. Something can be done so fast, but our people not in the know. If you see this, this is exactly what happened to another young man. Look at what they are using clothes to do. Everything died. Their own people started doing CPR immediately before the intervention eventually came up. This man also collapsed and is living. He may be called the luckiest Nigerian living. What is the story? I will leave a brief of it for you to see how he transited from the grave, as it were, back to life and for his family. We can't continue this ugly narrative. The summary of this, we all have to start from the known before we go to the unknown. A lot can be done in a time like this to prevent this kind of tragic situation in our families. Share this to everyone you know. We can save someone. My condolences to the family of Yuel, but I will suggest the rest of the children should go for heart check and be sure that affliction will not rise the second time. God bless you as you share this.
My name is Dr. Damian Chiagromo Parocha. I am a surgeon, a consultant surgeon that works in Federal Medical Center over Imo State. I want to thank God especially because I had a heart attack, and this happened in my house around 5 a.m. I actually had sudden heaviness of the heart, chest pain, and began to lose breath. I couldn't breathe again, and suddenly I collapsed. I want to especially use this opportunity to thank my wife for acting promptly to save my life. The major treatment happened in Port Harcourt in Save a Life Mission Hospital. Before I reached there, Dr. Richard Okoye got to know about it, connected the interventional cardiologist, and everything was waiting before my arrival. So as we